all time be returning. Welcome home, residents. It's your mate Alistair back once again, and it's Godzilla Day, which marks the 71st anniversary for the King of the Monsters, which first released all the way back in 1954. The celebration typically gives us a bunch of new info about the future of the series, and today we have probably the biggest news of the year. The sequel to the Academy Award-winning Godzilla -1 has finally got its first teaser, title, poster, and brand. The trailer, of course, shows the new logo underwater, connecting it to that ending of Godzilla -1. We saw the mass of G-cells regenerating and regrowing Godzilla after his defeat in the Pacific Ocean. And at the end, it's revealed that the title for the new film is Godzilla -0, or in Japan, Godzilla -0.0, which is actually similar to Evangelion's naming convention. But what could this mean in the context of the film? -1 was called that because following World War II, after the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the surrender to the Allied forces, Japan was at its lowest point, at 0. But when Godzilla showed up, it sent them into the negatives, -1, something thought impossible. In the end, humanity thought it had defeated Godzilla. A team of civilians and former Navy technicians drew him out to sea and tried to send him to the bottom of the ocean in hopes that the crushing pressure of the deep ocean would kill him off. When that nearly failed, it was pilot Koichi Shikishima who delivered the final blow. He flew his explosive-laden plane straight into Godzilla's mouth, detonating inside his skull. The blast destroyed his head and unleashed his own atomic energy from within, seeming to end the monster's rampage. So surely the title should be Godzilla 0? If defeating Godzilla brought them out of the negatives, there has to be some meaning behind it being -0, outside of just brand recognition. Well, let's get into what it could all mean today at Dangerville. But first, today would be a really good time to subscribe and stomp that notification button. I'm of course speaking to the 70% of you that aren't subscribed. With all the Godzilla Day news, there's never been a better day to subscribe. So the new logo is actually quite a bit different to that original -1 design. While this is clearly an abstract representation of Godzilla, as you can see his little head and exaggerated dorsal plates, this looks like something else entirely. Even the dash is different, which has to have a purpose. They didn't change this for no reason. Some people have said that if you move the logo around, it looks like a new monster. Perhaps a new version of Ghidorah, as a like neck. And plus, if the title is -0, what other monster has 0 in the name? Yes, Monster Zero. Though I think this one's a bit of a stretch. Some people have said that they see Mothra in it. I have no idea how. Another look has me perhaps the most perplexed. Said that he wanted to remake Godzilla vs. Hedorah. At New York Comic Con, he stated, "I think that it's time. Hedorah was a very cutting-edge kaiju. Thinking about the type of visual expression we can do with technology and how far it's come today, I'm imagining how it